Welcome to Just Hoops. In this video we're talking about the pick and roll. In the first part of this video we will be breaking down the defense into 3 levels. The first level is the guy guarding the ball. The second level is the hedge man or the guy guarding the screener. The third level of the pick and roll defense are the 3 guys that aren't in the action that are helping off the pick and roll. The first part of reading the pick and roll defense is the first level of the defense. The first level is the guy guarding the ball, so you have to understand where he's forcing you and if he goes over or under the screen. In this play, the guy forces him into the screen and goes under, giving room for a jumper. The second part is reading the second level of the screen, which is the hedge man. In this play, Cassius Winston comes off the screen. The big is in flat coverage, so he slides with Winston and finds the open big on the roll. The third level of the defense is the 3 help guys on the floor, which would consist of the plug, the bump on the roll, and a help guy for the shooter. In this play, as Marcus Paige gets blitzed by the ball screen coverage, all 3 help guys crash the paint and he finds the open shooter filling behind. The second part of this video is going to discuss multiple reads against different coverages. First, we will talk about drop coverage. Drop coverage is when the big stays below the screen trying to prevent easy drives by the ball handler. In this play, Cassius Winston makes the big commit and hits the roll. As the ball handler against drop coverage, you want to attack the big downhill, making him make a decision whether to pick you up as the ball handler or to recover to his man, which is either popping or rolling. In this play, Devonte Graham attacked the indecisive big, getting the layup. As the ball handler against drop coverage, you have to understand that the big is relying on you to make his decision for him. In this play, Marcus Paige rejects the screen, already screwing up the big, allowing him to attack downhill and get the layup. As you come off the screen against drop coverage, if the big commits to the roll instead of the you have room to rise up and hit the jumper like Jalen Brunson does in this play. As the ball handler, once you identify the drop coverage, your goal should be to attack the big downhill and create a play. In this play, Devonte Graham creates a downhill one-on-one, resulting in an easy layup at the rim. Now we are going to talk about how to attack flat/cowboy coverage. Flat coverage is when the hedge man is at the level or just below the level of the screen and tries to slide with the ball handler until his own man recovers. In this play, Jalen Brunson attacks the outside hip of the hedge man, allowing the defense to commit on the roll, opening up the throwback to Josh Hart for the 3. As the ball handler against flat coverage, you want to attack the outside hip of the big, making him stay with you as long as possible. In this play, Cassius Winston does exactly that, forcing 2 guys to stay with him the whole time, throwing it back for a hockey assist to his teammate to hit the 3 in the corner. As the guard against flat coverage, you have to understand that the big is relying on his teammate to recover to guard you. In this play, Marcus Paige holds the big as long as possible, allowing him to hit the short roll for the easy 2. Your goal as the ball handler is the same against drop coverage as it is against flat coverage. You want to make the big commit to you to open up the rest of the floor, or vice versa to allow you to create for yourself. As the ball handler, attack the outside hip of the big, making him make a decision whether to stop the drive, or if he's indecisive like this play, you get an easy layup like Marcus Paige. Now we're going to talk about playing against the high hedge or blitz. In this play, it's a high hedge where the big jumps above the level of the screen to try to cut off the ball. The goal of the high hedge is to push the offensive guard out to stagnate the attack and force the offense to play from further out. Your goal as the ball handler against the high hedge or blitz should be to attack the top hip of the hedge man, and in doing so, you put the hedge man in a decision whether to stay with you longer or recover, which opens up the floor for you to make a decision to a throwback like this play or hit the roll. Another way to attack against the high hedge would be to change direction and turn around. This play, Devontae Graham does an awesome job of that. Turns around, changes direction, and forces a scramble, but finds the open big at the hoop. As a ball handler against the high hedge, you have to read the first level of defense also. If the first level doesn't recover, as in this play, you have room to split the defense and create a play downhill. Against the high hedge, where the big is trying to pressure you, sometimes the guard will get caught on the screen. Unlike a regular ball screen read first level, if the guard gets caught under, you got room to shoot. Now we're going to talk about playing against ice coverage. Ice coverage is where the big drops on a side ball screen while the guard forces you into the sideline and baseline and keeps you out of the middle of the floor. The goal of the defense is to keep you on the side of the floor, not allowing the middle. Attacking the ice is kind of different because they're forcing you to a side instead of forcing you into the screen and stuff. So playing against ice is basically playing one-on-one with the big once you get the guard behind you. Your goal as the ball handler should be to get that one-on-one with the big guy. As you come off the screen, you want to get the guard behind you to create that one-on-one chance to play against the big, which will shrink the floor and create opportunities to pass also. Hopefully in this video you learned something new about ball screens and how to attack different coverages and about different coverages. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, follow, and subscribe for more content coming soon. Thank you very much.